Olavo, Beaujolais novo aqui na Weinhaus?
Correto.
Conta pra mim, quem são esses produtores, qual é a história, hein?
Domaine de Briante é da propriedade da enóloga, que é a Laurent Faupin, da família Faupin, muito classudos na parte de maquinário de vinhas. E ela em 2011 comprou essa propriedade e fez toda a interferência dela, que é sem interferência nas vinhas dessa propriedade, e hoje estamos trazendo para vocês em primeira mão.
Que bacana, agradeço o convite aí.
Prazer.
Vamos degustar.
Com certeza. In our market, and we're very happy to be here with you, and of course to taste your beautiful wines and hear what you have to say about
nice to meet you.
Your story.
Nice to meet you, everybody. Welcome for this tasting, and I will try to explain you how I'm working. Was project life. I began 12 years ago, and I'm really glad to be there with you, for sure.
Thank you very much.
So just to present you the domain of the Briante, where I grow 14 hectares of vineyard in red Gamay especially, so in Brouilly, Côte de Brouilly and Moulin Avant appellation, and we also grow 1 hectare and a half in Chardonnay with the Beaujolais Blanc appellation. I'm from Burgundy, so not Beaujolais, not far from here, but just an hour drive north from here. And I study enology there, and after some travel around the world, but also in Burgundy, I work a lot in Burgundy. I wanted to be a flyer winemaker, if I can use this term. So I work in Oregon, US, New Zealand, and British Columbia in Canada. And I fell in love with Gamay grapes there. So it was far from Beaujolais, because I was living just 1 hour drive from Beaujolais, where we grow three-thirds of the Gamay grapes. So that was the story. But this travel was for me the possibility to learn of winemaking, and I decided to stop in Beaujolais with the life project of Briante in 2011, so 12 years ago. And we say Beaujolais, say Gamay grapes. With its flexibility, the Gamay allows us to produce fruity and digest wine, fine and elegant, but also structured and complex, offering us very significant aging potential. We renovated since 2011 all the vineyard and the winery. Gamay grapes still need to find its own identity. I mean, between the Rhône and Burgundy, we're just in the middle, and also from the image of the primer of the Beaujolais Nouveau. I'm really looking to work closer to the nature in the vineyard. No more herbicide and insecticide have been used since 2011. The philosophy is really global. In the vineyard, to produce great wines, respecting of their terroir, with the reintroduction of the ploughing, so working soil to remove the weeds without herbicide, and to limit the intrant. But it's also same philosophy in the winery. I mean, long maceration, natural yeast, some oak barrels aging to produce tight but concentrate wine, expressive of their soil. All our red wine are made with Gamay, 100%. The work in the vineyard and the cellar are the same in all our plots. what I want is really just get the expressive of each soil. So the specificity of each wine will come from the diversity of our terroir. There are wines that can be self-sufficient, if you want.
Oops.
So if you want, I can begin by the white.
Yes, let's do it.
And maybe talk about the vintage 2020.
Okay.
It was an early vintage, started with warm spring, followed by a hot and dry summer. Maturity arrived in August 26, further the harvest of the white. So we get small yield due to the warm and the dryness. So very concentrate grapes, so concentrate wines. But hopefully we get some rain 15 days before harvest, so it helps for the balance, for sure. I have some notes. So give for me a lot of elegance and fineness. Beaujolais Blanc 2020 are now ready to drink with meal for me. Fish, oyster, fresh fish, can be for aperitif, but for me it's not.
Obrigado. Obrigado.
In barrels and 2/3 in stainless steel tanks.
Okay.
For the fermentation and for the aging for 10 months. Generally, we are bottling the wine just before the next harvest.
Okay.
So 9 to 10 months of aging.
Okay.
And the 1/3 of aging in barrels, we're going to make batonnage just to remove the lid with the white. But it's aging in barrels. It's 350 liters barrels, and it's 5 to 6 years old barrels.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
But you can make white wine in Beaujolais with other grapes as Viognier, more and more.
Viognier?
But it's not Beaujolais Blanc appellation.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's local appellation. Beaujolais is more known for its red wine.
Ok. Então você é Chardonnay.
In vintage, we get for the vintage again early spring with hot and dry season. It's more and more like this. But vineyards give us quantity, so a lot of grapes.
Okay.
So when the maturity arrives in September 3rd, we get the perfect balance between sugar and acidity. Sorry, I am my son.
No problem.
That's the beautiful life, né? To have some your son, wines, and everybody together.
For me, 2018 was a really nice vintage because vineyard give us the good balance with quantity, so it was great from the god. I think. On the south exposure, a bit of this. So it's an old goblet. It will be winemaking in stainless steel tanks because I like to separate the plots for the brouillis because we have 8 hectares, so we are able to winemaking each plot by each plot and make the selection of each cuvée. The sandy soil coming from the Côte de Brouilly erosion, who is granite. So we are on a sandy granite soil, so really light at the surface, but in a deeper soil we have a lot of clay. That's why we make here in Briante, especially serious brouillis. But in deeper we have a lot of clay.
Okay, thank you.
It was owned by a family from Lyon in a textile industry, and they were already making wine, but not in bottles. They were produce wine, making the wine, but sell as a bulk wine to a merchant.
Okay.
And to the chateau, there were a baron living there until end of the 90s, and we keep the name.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Just for the story, I mean, it was, just to keep the story. We call also one of our bedroom, bed and breakfast, the baron.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
I have to learn again.
Obrigado.
So for the Moulin à Vent 2018, you know why Moulin à Vent is more famous? I think for me it's because it's very close soil from Burgundy.
Okay.
We are on a clay and limestone
Okay.
soil, deeper soil, comparing to the Brouilly or the Côte de Brouilly.
Okay.
So we'll get a powerful wine. And as you know, Gamay is a cousin from the Pinot Noir.
Okay.
And when you be able to age some Moulin à Vent, and you test it as without not to know that it's a Moulin à Vent, you can get it as a Pinot Noir.
Okay.
And for some in Chambol or Gevrey-Chambertin or everything.
Okay.
So we're not looking to make Burgundy wine. We're going to age our Moulin à Vent in oak barrels because he has the shoulder to get the barrels.
Okay.
1 year old barrels. But yeah, it's famous because it's really close from the soil and because the grapes are really close to the Pinot. And it's mash
Okay.
makes that famous.
Thank you. Good explanation.
Brouilly, Côte de Brouilly or Moulin à Vent. 30% will be the minimum. I will get the stamp very interesting because when it's ripe, so we are testing the stamp sometimes because it's a drain in the tanks.
Okay.
It will drain the tanks by the ripening valve and everything. I will use more percent of wood grapes, so with the stamp, the wood grapes, when it's really hot and dry years, when we have hot, very high sugar, it means high alcohol, because naturally the stamp will get the alcohol on the stamp and get water.
Okay.
Not in big amounts, but it will give some freshness and freshness.
Okay.
So it can be the balance in hot and dry years. So depending the year, more and more I'm using wood grapes.
Okay, great. Beautiful wines. Very beautiful. Thank you very much.
You have the website also if you want to have a look on the not of the wine or the vineyard, but of the life project is also actually a chateau with a bed and breakfast and everything.
Yes.
And you're more than welcome to come again or to come for the first time.
Yes, thank you very much. I think I will visit you in January. January perhaps I go with some clients. But we keep in touch of course. And then we'll be able to explain more about your philosophy and your wines. That's for sure.
Great. I will be glad to welcome you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And please stay at home.
Thank you very much. Yes. And of course the question is when you come to visit us here in Brazil.
I will see. I don't know Brazil, so I will be glad to travel there.
Yeah, wonderful. You'll be more than welcome also. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy the wine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let them in the
Prost.
glass
Prost.
and just enjoy them.
Yes, of course. We will do like that.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye
Bye bye
bye.
everybody. Bye.